In '96, I was shot in my head right here with a 38 caliber gun, and I bled to death. And 15 minutes later, God blessed me to come back to life. When I passed away, it was the most amazing thing because I left my flesh. When I left my flesh, I came into a place of darkness, right? People talk about the light. There was no light. There was nothing but darkness. But yet I did not fear the darkness because the feeling of leaving the flesh was like in the morning when it's cold and you're kind of cold and the sun comes up and the warmth of the sun hits you. Okay, it feels so good. It was 1,000 times better than that when I left my flesh. Okay, so as I'm going now in the spirit through this darkness, I'm going. I can feel wind, and I can see something in front of me, but very vague. Right? It was other souls that had passed away, and it was amazing because I had no eyes and ears, but I could still see and hear, and that was what was so amazing. So therefore, I had no fear of anything. But then as I was going through the darkness with these other souls, we came to some light. There was some light, but it wasn't the light of heaven. It was the light of hell. It was just like the ocean right here, and the pit of hell was even bigger than that. And I didn't know that these souls were in front of me. And as we were going to this pit of hell, some were going down in the pit of hell. And as they were going down, their souls flamed on fire, and they started screaming to, like a scream that you can't even imagine, and that's for all eternity. And I thank God because I made it past that pit, it was going on my way to heaven. But as I passed over that pit, the screaming was so severe that I could feel power coming out of the pit of hell from all the screaming. And that's for all eternity, never to stop. That's what, and it's real. It is real. I witnessed it. And that's what you have to look for. If you're not going to be a good person on this earth, you will go to that pit of hell. And trust me, you will be part of that screaming in the pit of hell. And it's something that, even when I talk about it right now, it frightens me because he brought me back here, and I'm making sure this time that I'm going to pass it again, But after I passed that, I came to another place, right, where there were souls, right? People say, well, we're all the same, right? But you know what? Inside, we're really not, because I seen souls that were white, I seen souls that were black, I seen souls that were yellow, I seen all kinds of different souls, and we came to a place where we were like balls of energy, and there's no room in between us, but we were together, and they were vibrating with energy, like, right? Wow. And that's when God called me by name, and he said, Mario, you're going to be all right. And I sat up in the hospital after I was already pronounced dead with a blanket over me, and I sat up, and when I sat up, I didn't want to come back here. I was able, even I had rigor mortis sitting in, I was able to raise my hands, and I was crying for him not to leave me here, because it was so amazing where I was that I didn't want to come back here. I didn't have to fear about seeing family or friends or anything. I didn't have no fear of none of that because I knew it was so amazing what I was experiencing that I had no fear. I wasn't even thinking about any of that. I was just thinking about where I was going, and how amazing it was, So basically, the message I'm trying to pass is that heaven and hell is real.
Yes.
And you better believe it. And as simple as this, right? The word for today is just be good. You don't have to be perfect. Just be a good person, in all that you do. And don't do no wrong to nobody, not even yourself, And it's been a blessing that this young man right here came to speak to me today, because this is what I do. I wait for for God to bring those to me so I can give them the word.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, so I can give them this word, because we're in the last days. You better believe, if you don't know that you're in the last days right now, then you're not a really religious person.
Jesus coming up soon.
You don't understand Jesus or God, because we are in the last days. We have not seen so much prejudice in the world as now. We thought back in the older days it was prejudice. No, there's more prejudice in the world today, than it was back then. You got more homosexuality right now today, like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Exactly.
It's all happening again,
Yes.
And so time is short, And so I ask you with all my heart, if you're really a God-fearing person and you really believe, then you better start practicing your faith, in all that you do. Not when you're around people, but when you're not around people. When you're amongst yourself, even your thoughts, okay? Even your thoughts have to be cleansed,
Amen.
Even if
Amen.
you see some lady that looks so beautiful, then, you say, oh, she's beautiful. No, don't lust after her, okay? Because God said, pluck your eye out, throw it away. A lot of us be blind right now.
Yes.
A lot of us be blind. We all done it, right? So don't be like that. You know what I mean? And just, if you want to show respect for any lady and you want to know how not to lust, I can tell you how not to lust after a lady. Whenever you address a woman, you look her strictly in her face, okay? Because you can't lust after her face, and never drop down below her chin. Okay? Therefore, you cannot lust after a woman. But if you drop below the chin, you're going to lust after a woman. And not only that, but when you get done talking to a woman, you turn around and walk away first. So that you're not watching her walk away.
Yes.
That's very important because lust is the number one sin today. It is the number one sin today is lust.
So today is the day for salvation.
Yes, it is.
Jesus coming up soon.
Yes.
Thank you, Brother Mario,
Yes.
for your witness. And God bless you and keep you. And bless for you this witness for the people. And God work for everyone when they listen in Him in heart. Thank you, guys, for watching.